Do you need a takedown rifle? Well, that's not actually the right question. Actually, the right question would be, why don't you still have one? Because seriously, these takedown rifles are criminally underrated. It's small and versatile, and you can take it with you all the time, whether you are hunting or scouting your perimeter. While not usually as powerful as other firearms, these takedown rifles are still capable of stopping threats. What's up, fellow preppers? I'm Ted from Ant Prepper, and today, I'm going to show you some of the best takedown rifles meant for survival, hunting, and other outdoor tasks. But before I begin, I humbly ask each of you to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Those little clicks will help me create more videos that are helpful to preppers and those who simply want to survive this crazy world. Now let's get started. Henry Survival Rifle, AR-7. The AR-7 is a product of Eugene Stoner, who also designed the Armalite. It's a distinct rifle in the sense that it was based on the AR-522 Hornet, which was used by the U.S. Air Force as one of their first bailout rifles. Essentially, the AR-7 is a blowback-operated auto-loading rifle chambered in .22 LR. Unlike other takedown rifles here, this one breaks into three pieces, which are its buttocks, receiver, and barrel. Once the thing is broken down, you can stash the receiver and the barrel to its buttstock, making the package extremely compact and easy to transport. It was interesting to note that Charter Arms produced a copy of the AR-7, but that one was poorly made. It was actually Henry Repeating Arms that purchased the blueprint and called the AR-7 the Henry Survival Rifle. What you need to know right now is that this survival rifle is extremely reliable, despite a lot of its parts being made from polymer. In fact, a lot of people said that this rifle feels like a toy rather than an actual gun. But don't get fooled by that. Once you assemble this thing, you will have a two-piece 16-inch barrel mag and an aluminum receiver. It also gets 3 mags, each holding 8 rounds of .22 LR ammo. Aside from these features, the Henry Survival Rifle is a rather simple gun. The receiver doesn't have special features, except for that rail where you mount a scope. But keep in mind that once you use a scope on this rifle, you won't be able to store it on its buttstock. So I suggest you stick with its blade front sight and aperture rear sight. You'll be surprised how crisp this setup is. Savage 64 Takedown. The Savage 64 Takedown is essentially the Savage 64, but now it is on its takedown model, obviously. As far as I remember, the rifle was introduced sometime in 2019, and ever since it has become one of the go-to rifles of preppers, hunters, and outdoorsmen. The Savage 64 Takedown is a semi-auto, magazine-fed rifle that is chambered in .22 LR. Notably, it comes with a standard barrel nut that you can loosen or tighten by hand, simplifying its disassembly. It also ships with a soft carrying case, which is a nice addition to its package. It has a 16.5-inch barrel made from carbon steel with a matte black finish. The same finish is also applied to its synthetic stock, matching it includes a detachable magazine and holds 10 rounds of .22 LR. Remarkably, this rifle is cheap. In fact, it's cheaper than other .22 LR takedown rifles in the market, such as the Mossberg Papoose and even the Ruger 1022 Takedown. For its price, the Savage 64 Takedown boasts a decent 2-stage trigger with a pull weight of 4.5 pounds. Some wished it to be lighter, but I couldn't be choosy when it comes to guns that are priced inexpensively. Moreover, this thing favored a drilled and tapped Weaver mount over dovetail mounts, so that's another plus for this rifle. The accuracy of this rifle is decent. Not too awesome and not too bad either. It's just in the middle. With its iron sights, it becomes an effective gun for hunting small games. Just don't expect this to shoot targets 100 yards and past it. Browning SA-22. I want to start this list with the Browning SA-22, a semi-auto takedown rifle that is considered the first mass-produced auto-loading rifle chambered in .22 LR. This thing is not entirely new. In fact, it was one of the oldest rimfire takedown rifles on the market. It was introduced sometime in 1912, if I remember correctly. Fortunately, Browning still makes these rifles, while the .22 short model of the SA-22 was already discontinued. You can find different variations of the SA-22, but its base model has a blued steel and checkered walnut stock. It's also noticeably slender, features a 19-inch barrel, and feeds from a tubular magazine located on its buttstock. It has a capacity of 11 rounds of .22 LR, by the way. One of the things that make the SA-22 is its charging handle. In particular, this charging handle is affixed on the receiver's bottom and not on the side, which is the traditional placement for charging handles. Because of this design, spent cases are ejected directly after firing. The Browning SA-22 can be easily taken down by disengaging the barrel lock located where the receiver and handguard meet. Once the lock is disengaged, slightly pull back the charging handle, then rotate the rifle's barrel so that it can be detached from the receiver. Ruger 10-22 Takedown. When it comes to takedown rifles, it's really safe to assume that the Ruger 10-22 is perhaps the most solid choice. Of course, this is not because the rifle is feature-rich or comes with competition-grade qualities. It's just that the 10-22 embodies what value-driven survival is. It's simple, effective, and downright reliable. Another thing that the Ruger 10-22 Takedown has that other takedown rifles don't have is its modularity. It's the very feature that makes the 10-22 Takedown a modern rifle. It lets you swap its parts easily, such as its stock, barrel, trigger, and sights. So, right from the get-go, you can virtually enhance every component of the gun so that it can be tailored to fit your specific preferences or requirements. This means you can customize the pistol to become your ideal survival weapon. Plus, let's not forget the fact that this rimfire rifle is extremely reliable. It's not picky when it comes to ammo and can shoot almost all types of .22 LR rounds available today. So when it comes to availability and compatibility, you'll not worry about this one. This semi-auto rifle is also light and manageable, making it a good choice if you detest big guns. Of course, its handiness makes it an excellent training rifle for new shooters. Its takedown doesn't require any tools. To take down this Ruger 10-22, first lock the bolt back, then push the release lever located under the forearm, and twist the barrel assembly clockwise to detach it from the receiver. Once done, you can stow the components inside your backpack for easy, discreet transport. Blur Lightweight 81 Takedown. Those rifles I mentioned here are all great. Don't get me wrong on that one. Otherwise, I would have skipped them completely. However, the BLR Lightweight 81 Takedown offers something that they don't have, and that's the stopping power and range of a robust rifle. You see, most of these takedown rifles sacrifice those things to give way to their portability. Now, the BLR Lightweight 81 Takedown is a different species of takedown rifle, considering that it's chambered in quote-unquote real rifle calibers. Of course, we are talking about the likes of 30-06, 2M43 Winchester, and 308 Winchester here. These are bullets that can actually tackle medium to big games when hit on their vitals. If you want maximum penetration from this rifle, I highly suggest you go with the 308 Winchester. The range and penetration it provides are truly exceptional, and no .22 LR rimfire rifle can achieve what it can do on the field. Plus, the BLR Lightweight 81 Takedown is a stable platform, and it's never difficult for this rifle to stay accurate at 100 to 200 yards. But for some people, recoil is a bit of an issue for a survival gun. If this is your dilemma right now, just go with the 243 Winchester instead. Regardless of which model you choose, the BLR Lightweight 81 Takedown is properly engineered and has durable furniture to back it up. The trigger is slightly heavy but not problematic, while the sights are capable of precise aims. To disassemble this rifle, you need to remove the magazine and open the action first. Next, push the takedown lever located on the side of the receiver, then rotate the barrel assembly to the left to separate it from the receiver. Thanks for watching. Times are tough, but I hope that with these videos, we will be able to plan, prepare, and act accordingly. Take care and be ready at all times. See you in my next videos.